Time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, the home of the Iron Mikes and the Lady Mikes, as we get you ready for high school girls basketball action today. TCPA hosting the Pennington School, and we'll get you to the action in just a little bit. This is the Trentonian pregame show. You can read about today's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Thanks also to Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford, Subaru, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow. Thanks to the Revere Restaurant, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Onofre. Thanks to Team Toyota, to Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, and the Italian People's Bakery, all on hand to make this afternoon's game possible. Trenton Catholic riding a 4-game win streak into today's contest, and the last bunch of times they've hooked up with the Pennington School, it's been TCA getting the better of that matchup. But we'll see today. Pennington School coming in with 12 wins and 3 losses. And excited to have you with us. Chris Ermer with Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch. And we're getting closer to the action. Again, brought to you in part by the Trentonian. And TCPA, Gus, they get a lot of firepower from the other side of the river. They have a transfer from Conwell Egan Catholic. Maya Alford came over from Truman, and one of their younger players was at Bristol Township's FDR. I think that's a junior high school or a middle school, but middle school. She starts her high school career at TCA as a freshman, and that's kind of interesting for us. We do some high school athletics coverage on both sides of the Delaware, and TCA helped out a little bit by some of the players over there in the Bucks County area. Yeah, they're taking a little pickage from our little games and everything, looking at other teams we cover. But yeah, getting some little new faces in here, helping out. Like you said, we talked before we came in the broadcast, the TCPA's record 6-6, but it doesn't show really how they've been playing recently with Alfred now in the lineup, because as we said, I think you said she had to sit for the first 30 days. Yep. So that right there just shows you that in the beginning of the season they couldn't find their stride, they couldn't come together as a team, and now they're just really figuring it out and everything. Yeah, bringing Maya Alfred into the team now has helped them a bunch. Of 4-game winning streak for Trenton Catholic, and they need to make sure they can keep her going hot, but she's also helped out by Sanaya Spell, a junior guard, and she's really been lighting it up. Spell averaging around 20 points per game. She leads them in scoring, and they're going to need her. She's got some Division I looks, and it'll be exciting to see the matchup between Spell and, for the Pennington School, Morgan Matthews, also getting some Division I looks and attention.
Yes, a couple of Division I prospects in this game. Should be a good one. Looking for maybe some high scoring. Both those girls, like you said, average 20 points per game. So looking for a lot of scoring here today.
And I think your point, Jordan, about this potentially being a high-scoring game plays into how both of these teams like to play. They like to run. The Pennington School wondering if they're going to be able to play at the pace they want to get to against this TCPA team. And TCA indicating they are going to pressure the basketball and be aggressive, especially with Matthews, as she's their main ball handler. If they can send 2 defenders at her, maybe speed her up and lead to some bad decision making by the Red Hawks.
Yeah, it's something TCPA likes to do, speed it up, and they are going to, like you said, send pressure at Morgan Matthews. She's going to have to obviously be able to break that and avoid turning it over. If she can do that, I think Pennington's got a really good chance.
And for the Pennington School, Gus, I was talking with their head coach, and he was saying that they like to get into like a half-court trap, but sometimes they'll also ask their players to man up and play that type of aggressive defense, and that'll be interesting to see. But it seems like 2 teams that like to get up and down the floor.
Yeah, like to get up and down the court, go with the fast breaks, just trying to get the man advantage. But yeah, like you said, trying to switch up the defense, just see how the offense is playing against your defense. And if you need to switch it up, you need to switch it up. Do the little press, do a little trapping. Just see how the offense is giving it to you and just try to counteract it.
It's been a while since these two teams have met for some girls basketball action. Back in 2019, that was the last time that they hooked up, and it was a TCA win. In fact, TCA getting the win the last 5 times these two teams have met. The Lady Mikes coming off of a 56-49 win over West Hampton Tech. And for the Pennington school, the Red Hawks getting a win over a school from PA. They beat the Hill School 58-32. So this sets up for a great game. Great to have you with us on the WBCB Sports Network. We mentioned Morgan Matthews, the standout for the Pennington school, averaging around 20 points per game. And she's gotten looks from NC State, from Clemson, from Delaware. I mean, those are some great names to have those schools considering you to be a part of their program at the next level.
Yeah, always great to have any D1 school considering you, but especially those schools with the type of program they run. You mentioned Clemson, ACC, big-time program right there. NC State, ACC as well. So we're, again, looking for a really high-scoring matchup for her. 20 points per game, just got to avoid those turnovers.
Yeah, I love that scoring matchup between Morgan Matthews and Sanaya Spell. But on the glass, also an intriguing matchup between the leading rebounder, Claire King, for the Pennington school. And again, we have to mention Maya Alfred. She's averaging around 15 and 10 for TCPA now that she's back with the team. But that's going to be another, I think, telling statistics in this game when it comes down to it. Who's able to control the glass and which one of those two players ends up with more rebounds this afternoon.
Yeah, can't give either of these teams any extra looks. And like you said, since Maya Alfred's been back, TCPA has been red hot, winning 4 straight. They're going to look to continue that here today.
All right, so for the visiting Pennington School Red Hawks, getting the start, sophomore Gabby Hall. She'll be joined by a couple of seniors, Claire King and Michaela Rodriguez. And also in the starting lineup, a sophomore and a junior, A.Z. Augustine, and again, the D1 prospect, Morgan Matthews, rounding out the starting lineup for Carmen Cook in his first year as head coach of the Pennington School. And that's another kind of intriguing matchup. Coach Cook in his first year with the program, Coach Salmon for TCPA in her first year with the Lady Mikes. And for the Lady Mikes today, and Coach Sarika Salmon, it'll be Siani Thompson, a junior guard, with Olivia Moore, a freshman guard, going with the youngster, Kayla Oliphant, a junior, out there with Maya Alfred, the junior guard / forward, and Sanaya Spell, their leading forward, a junior guard, and again, getting some of those D1 looks. We're minutes away from the start of today's game on the WBCB Sports Network, and it's brought to you in part by the Trentonian. You've been listening to the Trentonian pregame show. Check out today's game either in the newspaper or Trentonian.com. Check them out online. And thanks to TCPA, Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, located on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township, offers an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy for pre-K through 12th grade, and they're leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education. As a matter of fact, WBCB, we were on campus a couple of weeks ago talking to the Lady Mechs. That's short for mechanics, and that's the team that puts together their robotics competition apparatus and their fighting unit. I guess it's not fighting. I think they actually asked them to do tasks, but we did an education parade featuring the TCPA robotics team. So it is first-class education, first-class facilities. To learn more about Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, you can visit their website at trentoncatholicprep.org. That's trentoncatholicprep.org. And Marty Flynn, the AD, stopped over and I asked him what else is going on here on campus, and he said, we're coming back WBCB, that is returning for another education parade in a little bit. I think we're going to talk to maybe the elementary schools and kind of check in on what is going on in the lower school at TCPA, and they're also getting ready for Catholic Schools Week, which is a big deal, and I think he said that might be coming up next week as the two teams continue warming up. The Pennington School visiting Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy High School girls basketball, and we'll get to the start of this afternoon's game in just a little bit. We'll step aside and return for the action on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
All right, a couple of first-year head coaches going at it as the Lady Mikes host the Red Hawks of the Pennington School. And here come our starting lineups. And I think first we will honor America with the national anthem. And, we'll step aside so we can stand up and take our hats off and get ready for the start of today's game. It's coming up in just a little bit.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not.
And time now for our starting lineups to take the floor. We're here at Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, the home of the Lady Mikes. And here come the starters for the Pennington School Red Hawks. First out for them, sophomore Gabby Hall. Izzy Augustine, another sophomore. And here comes their senior leadership, Claire King. Their top player, Morgan Matthews. And another upperclassman, Michaela Rodriguez. Rounding out the starting five for Coach Carmen Cook. And here come the Lady Mikes. Siani Thompson. Followed by a freshman guard, Olivia Moore. Got Kayla Oliphant, who also is potentially going to be playing at the next level. Joined by Maya Alford and Sanaya Spell, the junior guard, who is their leading scorer. And so that's how we'll get started. They're out for head coach Sharika Salmon. For TCPA, Thompson, Moore, Oliphant, Alford, and Spell. And for the Pennington School, it's Matthews, Augustine, Rodriguez, King, and Hall. Great to have you with us on WBCB. We got a triple header of high school basketball. The Irish are the nightcap tonight. They'll get started at 7:30. And Trenton Central, sandwiched between our girls basketball game and our Notre Dame nightcap. And we're underway. Pennington will get the first shot off. A little bit short from Rodriguez. And now dribbling up top for TCPA. Nice look inside. Moore gets it down low, but good defense by Pennington. And you see the length of Morgan Matthews making a difference on the defensive end of the floor. Man, for a gym that doesn't have a lot of people in it, it is noisy in here.
They're bringing it right now.
Now driving. The runner, not quite that time. Good attempt there by Matthews. Back the other way comes Shania Spell, and it's knocked out of bounds. Will stay down at this end with the Lady Mikes.
I think they caught a jump ball.
Well, the Mikes with the possession arrow as they get it in. 3 on the way. A little strong that time from the freshman. Up top there, they get it to Claire King. She drops it down low, but her shot is blocked by Siani Thompson.
You're not wrong, Chris. It is pretty noisy in here right now. It's jamming.
No score so far, a minute gone by. The inbound is deflected. TCA with the steal, and on the layup, Oliphant just a little bit too strong, couldn't finish. The other way, Augustine sends it up top, gets it back in the corner. She'll fire away, but it goes off of one of the stage lights, and so that's out of bounds.
Well, I have to say, that's a first.
Yeah, a high arcing shot, and never made it to the bucket. At the other end, up top, the three off the mark by Moore. Here's Matthews driving, scoop shot. Morgan Matthews puts the Pennington School on the scoreboard first. It's 2-0. And they're showing off her length and extension at the other end. A drive, that time by Spell. Goes off the side of the backboard. TCA keeps it alive. Moore over to Spell, and those two change spots. Back out to Moore on the wing. Active hands there defensively by Izzy Augustine. Nearly had the steal. But the Lady Mikes slow it down. And you see the Pennington School kind of packed into this 2-3 zone. Nearly had a steal up top. Shot off the mark from Alford. And here come the Red Hawks, but almost out of control. They nearly lost it. And then a pass. Again, that time Izzy Augustine, instead of shooting it off the lights, she threw it a pass into the rim. And then there is Spell with a three. Sanaya Spell puts the Lady Mikes in front 3-2, and Coach Cook calls a timeout for the Pennington School. They're talking it over with 5:05 remaining in the first quarter, and gives us a moment to let you know today's game. Brought to you by the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. They've got the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties. The all-new Hyundai of Trenton, cars priced from $2,000 all the way up to $200,000, and everything in between. The all-new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars and SUVs, all different kinds of brands, BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford. Hyundai of Trenton, the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer with cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. So the Red Hawks talk it over, and Izzy Augustine will inbound out of the timeout. Lady Mikes with a little bit of pressure, but quickly up the floor of the Pennington School, Michaela Rodriguez, but then it's tipped out of bounds, and Pennington will hold on to it. I thought that might have been off Rodriguez.
Yeah, I thought that was off Rodriguez as well, but
officials seeing it differently.
Say otherwise.
They get it into Matthews, nearly taken away by Oliphant. Cross-court ball movement over to Augustine, and then a three is good. Michaela Rodriguez makes it 5-3. That's a long two, a little bit too strong. And Matthews races it up the floor, splits defenders off the bottom of the rim. And here come the Lady Mikes in transition. Running the floor, and that's good from Maya Alford.
Yeah, just taking that ball in transition, trying to go quick with it and trying to get the man advantage there. Doing a good job.
All tied up at 5. Jump shot off the back rim, and it falls through for Claire King. And now Coach Salmon wants to call a timeout and talk things over with her TCPA Lady Mikes. 4:06 to go. First quarter. And the Red Hawks up 7-5. Chris Ermer, Gus Barber, Jordan Hirsch with you. And thanks to Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, beautiful campus in Hamilton Township, and affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics, a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. TCPA for pre-K through 12th grade, leading the way. First-rate robotics, STEM education, developing championship sports teams in first-class facilities. To learn more about TCPA, visit their website, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. That's TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Halfway through the first quarter, and a whistle, a foul on Shania Spell. Michaela Rodriguez picks up her first foul and first team foul for the Red Hawks. Spell waits for one defender to pass by, throws up the three. That's no good. She'll try another one off the back rim. Long rebound for Rodriguez. Quickly up the floor to Matthews. And she couldn't finish her layup attempt. Then stolen away by Smith. Smith trying to find more and just overshot her teammate, goes out of bounds. 3:33 now, first quarter action. TCPA hosting the Pennington School on the WBCB Sports Network. And the inbound nearly stolen. Now they fight for possession, and the Pennington School comes away with it. Red Hawks up the floor to King. Now over to Hakkinen, and Hakkinen's pass ticketed for Matthews is tipped out of bounds by the Lady Mikes.
Yeah, good job by them to trap in the defense here to just really bring the pressure high and not letting her pass out of that.
Freshman Anna Hakkinen off the bench, and she inbounds. Gets it into Rodriguez. And tried to get it back to Rodriguez, but it's stolen away. TCA runs the floor. And that was there for Alfred, but couldn't get it to drop through the cylinder. Three at the other end is no good. Picked up by Moore, and then Moore is knocked to the floor. A whistle and a foul on the Red Hawks. The Red Hawks of the Pennington School down to 2:56 to go first quarter. And they enjoy a 2-point lead. TCPA with the ball. All the way across the floor, Thompson working the baseline and trying to pass out of a jam. She throws it away. The Pennington School, Augustine got her shot off, but that won't fall. And then Moore puts on the brakes. Nice look inside. Spell to Alford. Gives Spell the assist. Maya Alford the bucket, and we're tied up at 7. Morgan Matthews, little shake and bake in the paint. She kicks out, and now around the perimeter. Nice closeout there. It looked like Pennington School wanted to fire the three up, but defense is there for TCA, and then they throw it away. Stepping out of bounds was Claire King. Off the bench for the Pennington School is Caden O'Connell. O'Connell out there for senior Claire King. Takes a breather with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up top there, Oliphant dropping it down to Thompson, gets it back from her out on the wing. Cross-court look over to Smith, and then Smith is fouled by Augustine. Picks up a reach-in with 1:44 to go first quarter. They toss it into Oliphant, who starts the offense. Dribble handoff to Spell. She was trying to split defenders, lost the handle. Alford picks it up. Her shot goes high into the air, doesn't hit anything. Comes down, rebounded that time by Gabby Hall. And then the pass by the freshman is deflected, taken away. Alfred over to Oliphant. And Kayla Oliphant with her first bucket breaks the tie. It's TCA 9, Pennington 7. Matthews on the drive, she lost it. Too much traffic there. She was between 3 defenders trying to do it all herself. Thompson with a corner 3, no good. And Hall sends it up the floor. And it's taken away by Rodriguez. This is that end-to-end action we were expecting. Hall with a steal under the bucket takes it away for the Red Hawks.
They're back and forth right now.
Matthews thought there was some contact there. Officials right on top of it are officials today. Sean Fitzpatrick, it looked like he was the one who was saying that the hand was on top of the ball. Officials Sean Fitzpatrick and Jack Wattrow on the floor for this game. 16 seconds to go, first quarter. Jump shot by Thompson goes in and out, rims out. Hall into the corner, another three, and again, a high arcing three. It goes off of the lights. Second time that Izzy Augustine has hit the stage lights.
2 for 2.
And now, she might have better luck at the other end of the floor where, those lights are not super low, but I'm sure Augustine would like to see them get raised up about 6 or 7 feet at the buzzer. Spell gives it a try, but we reach the end of the first quarter, and the Lady Mikes on top 9-7. High school girls basketball on the WBCB Sports Network. Back for second quarter action in just a moment.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
It's a new year at Team Toyota, and we're still here for you. With new Toyota models arriving weekly with no markups above MSRP. And with selection. With over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for every budget, you can drive one home today. And with service. Check out our seasonal specials that will save you time and money. So Happy New Year. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
So after the first quarter, Maya Alfred leads all scorers with 4 points, and her Lady Mikes on top by a bucket, 9-7 our score. Red Hawks have their starters back out there to begin the second quarter. And up top, Oliphant with the steal. And she goes coast to coast with the lay-in, makes it 11-7. Kayla Oliphant now has 4 points herself. Cross-court pass, King. Up top, and another tip and a steal. This time it's Alford. Took it away momentarily, and yeah, that will be Lady Mike's ball as trying to save that from going out of bounds. Claire King touches it last. High inbound fought for, and it's Moore who wins that battle. And a trip, a whistle, a foul as Sanaya Spell goes tumbling to the floor.
Hard fall, too.
Yeah. Tried to go between a couple of defenders and got her feet taken out from under her. Inbound to Moore. Nice little ball movement inside to Spell. Spell squares her shoulders to the bucket, can't finish. It's loose. And finally, Oliphant keeps it alive. Sanaya Spell for 3. No, but Alford tips it. And it's another offensive rebound, another chance for the Lady Mikes. Now Moore dribbling up top, picks it up. Over to Siani Thompson. And now Spell will start left. Tried to give it to Moore, and Moore couldn't handle it. Here's Morgan Matthews. She makes it 11-9. Matthews now with 4 points. Thompson tries to get it to Spell, nearly stolen away. Pennington very active defensively. Here's Moore. Picks up the dribble. She's trapped in the corner. Passes out of that to Oliphant. Gets it back in the corner. Drives. Flips up the shot with the right hand. That's no good. And Morgan Matthews fights for that possession. That time they were trying to get it into Gabby Hall. It's poked away. Another Lady Mikes steal. Sanaya Spell finishes at the other end, makes it 13-9. And now Spell has 5 with 5.5 to go in the first half. Morgan Matthews gets in the paint, goes up for the shot, and gets the whistle. Foul going to be on Siani Thompson. Thompson picking up her first.
Yeah, a little breather for all these girls. Both of these teams going so fast. It doesn't matter if it's a miss or a make. They're grabbing the rebound and they're going in transition.
Yeah,
I can't even talk in some of these transitions, Chris.
End-to-end action there. And wow. At the line, Morgan Matthews.
I'm out of breath just watching.
Matthews makes it a 3-point game. Checking in for the Pennington School was KK Nwoye. Matthews gets them both. 13-11, Sanaya Spell drives in, kicks out, nice ball movement. Smith off the back rim, and Matthews there for the rebound, sends it up the floor.
Oh my.
And Izzy Augustine.
What a beautiful pass there, wow.
Great floor vision by Matthews, ties us up. We're even at 13. And a blocking foul. Wasn't sure if that was going to get called a clear out or a block. Michaela Rodriguez picks up the foul. That's the 5th team foul in the first half for the Red Hawks. Lady Mikes get it into Oliphant. She tries to send it into the corner to Thompson. Nearly stolen away there, and then as she passed out of danger, it's deflected away. It'll stay with the Lady Mikes, but Red Hawks nearly stealing a possession. Driving that time, Alford. Her shot just a little bit off the mark, and then it goes out of bounds, but will stay down at this end. Last off of one of the Red Hawks. They send it into Smith. Alford gets it back out on the wing. That's an open look. Spell off the back rim, no, but Oliphant is there. Athletic rebound. And a strong one as she takes it away from one of the Red Hawks. Spell nearly gets it stolen. Matthews tips it. It's loose on the floor. Picked up there by Alfred. Loose again. Hall has a chance at it, and she finally secures it for the Red Hawks. And then a timeout is called by Coach Cook. He saw his player in a little bit of danger, and he'll preserve the possession with 4:08 to go. Second quarter, all tied up at 13 between the Lady Mikes and the Red Hawks of the Pennington School. Today's game on WBCB brought to you by the Trentonian. If you miss any of the action, you can read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. You know, they'll probably have some coverage on this big game that's coming up on Sunday with the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, are they playing?
Yeah, not sure if you heard about it. Gus knows about it. He's got his Eagles jersey on.
I am ready.
What's that, your Nick Foles?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Smitty.
Oh, yeah, Nick was number 9, right?
Yeah, number 9. Jordan's
I've got
it
Nick
right
Foles
now.
on.
Oh, awesome. I'm getting my 6 and my 9 mixed up, but we got Devontae Smith, Nick Foles here representing the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, so you can see coverage of that big game in the Trentonian, and we thank them for their support of high school athletics on the WBCB Sports Network. Back to action, nice cross-court pass, but Hall can't finish. A good look there by Izzy Augustine. And Hall, she's clapping her hands as she goes down the floor, disappointed that she couldn't get that bucket. And on the drive along the baseline there, it's Oliphant. She gets the whistle and will step to the line for 2 shots. You're right, though, Gus. End-to-end action. These two teams running up and down the floor.
They are just taking it, not afraid to just take the rebound and go with it.
And they're not spending much time having their offense get set up. As soon as they get down into the offensive end, Jordan, somebody is firing up a shot.
Oh, yeah, and we talked about it pregame. I think Pennington's really having trouble with that TCPA defense, and they're able to get it easy buckets in transition. However, Pennington able to do the same, and we talked about football a little earlier on. That Matthews pass, a little reminiscent of Jalen Hurts there, going deep.
So at the line, Oliphant hits them both. It's 15-13. And finally, one of Izzy Augustine's shots makes it to the rim. She's had a couple go off of the lights.
Yeah, there's no lights in the way there.
And she hits it. The three-pointer puts the Red Hawks on top 16-15. And then at the other end, that was Augustine who knocked it away and nearly stole it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Mikes.
Yeah, a little swipe or no swiping action there. Just a little pick in the pocket.
Onto the floor, Anna Hakkinen, the freshman, returns for the Red Hawks as it's inbounded to Alford. Moore out to Spell. Spell fires away from downtown, comes up a little bit short in transition. They send the ball out to Augustine. Augustine to Matthews. Her jumper off the front rim. No, Augustine, though, fighting for possession. It's loose in the paint, and finally Alford secures it for the Lady Mikes. Sanaya Spell out to Moore. Moore, quick shot. Overshoots everything, and it goes out of bounds. 2:43 to go, second quarter. And the Red Hawks of the Pennington School with a 1-point lead. In the high post, Matthews tried to drop it down low. Looked like a walk, not called. Officials saying that she never had possession, so she couldn't walk with it. Shot is a miss. Spell the other way. Gets the bounce. Sanaya Spell with 7, and she puts the Lady Mikes in front by a point. King gets it inside to Matthews. Matthews, nice move, and banks it home. Spell to Alfred as she tried to slip the defense. Nice ball movement over to Thompson, and Siani Thompson with the three-pointer. That's the second 3 of the afternoon hit by the Lady Mikes, and it puts them up by 2. That pass intended for Matthews is tipped away. The Lady Mikes with another steal. Spell out to Oliphant, gets it back from her, gets it poked away. And here is Augustine running the floor. And off glass and good. Ties us up at 20.
Got scared there. I thought they were going at us for a second.
Yeah, we're right underneath the bucket down here. Thompson again. Siani Thompson, back-to-back threes. And it's the Lady Mikes by 3, 23-20. Down to under a minute remaining in the first half. They get it inside to Matthews. She's got a little bit of space, fires up the jump shot. No, Alford with the rebound. Sends it out to Sanaya Spell. Spell harassed by Augustine, gets it back from Alford, and now starts to set up the offense. Slip it down low to Alford, sends it right back out again. Looks like the Lady Mikes holding for the final shot of the first half. We're down to 8 seconds to go. Nice look inside to Alford. And as Alford goes up, she takes a push, gets the whistle, and a trip to the free throw line coming up for Maya Alford with 3.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Still enough time for the Pennington school maybe to run it up the floor and get a good look before the buzzer. But let's see what...
Yeah, the way they've been playing, they have plenty of enough time.
Alford just off to the right a touch with her first free throw. Second one just about the same spot. Offensive rebound gathered up by Siani Thompson. And then Thompson has it deflected out of bounds by Matthews.
Yeah, now there's not as much time left.
Now you got 0.5 on there. That should be enough time maybe to inbound and then quickly get a shot off. It would have counted, but a little too strong by Siani Thompson. She hit a couple of three-pointers in the second quarter. We'll take a look at first half scoring and return in just a moment as we've got halftime activities coming your way. It's Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy 23 and the Pennington School 20 at halftime. And we'll return in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Welcome back to the home of the Lady Mikes, Trenton Catholic Prep. They're on top 23-20 at halftime over the Pennington School Red Hawks. And we'll take a look at first half scoring. First for the visiting Red Hawks, they were led by Morgan Matthews. Matthews winding up with 8 points. They got 7 from Izzy Augustine, and we were speculating just a minute ago, a couple of Augustine's three-pointers went off of the stage lights that are just in front of us, which, Gus, I mean, you were mentioning that's something you've never seen before. No. I don't think I've ever seen before.
Especially them being that low.
I mean, you don't
like,
see a lot.
If I've seen them, they have not been that low. They've always been higher, but they are like chained down, hanging like almost right next to the basketball hoop.
And typically, most gyms are not multi-purpose. I mean, this is a gym and an auditorium, so you have a stage. We're set up on the stage. And yet, if one of those three-pointers went in, maybe the game's tied up. If both of them go in, it's possible that the Pennington School...
You saw when she had a clean shot, she nothing but net.
Yeah, so that was pretty impressive shooting by Augustine. 7 points for her, and then 3 coming from Rodriguez and 2 from senior Claire King. So that's how the Pennington School gets to 20 in the first half of today's game. For Trenton Catholic Prep, couple with 6 points, and you did have Sanaya Spell, who came up away with 7 in the first half, and she leads the Lady Mikes. 6 coming from Siani Thompson. Thompson with a couple of big three-pointers towards the end of the second quarter. And Kayla Oliphant also with 6 points. And Maya Alfred with 4. And that's how the Lady Mikes get to 23. They're up by 3 at halftime. And the other thing we were talking about a bit ago, Gus, Jordan was talking about some of the issues the Pennington School was having with the TCPA kind of press up top, right? I mean, there were a whole bunch of possessions there where there were steals and turnovers, and you know, Pennington, they're going to have to clean up a little bit of their guard play, which seemed to, it seemed like from my perspective, that's where those turnovers were coming from.
Oh yeah, Trenton Catholic, their defense was swarming there. There was a time in a little bit of a 3-minute stretch, end of the first quarter into the beginning of the second, 6 forced turnovers, which led to a lot of easy looks on the other end. You talked to Coach pregame. That's what he said that his team was going to try to do, and so far they've delivered, and they've got the lead because of it.
I mean, one thing that you can only hope to contain, but maybe you're not going to stop Morgan Matthews. You see her length, her handle. She's got the ability to kind of create her own shot, and certainly was impressive. But Lady Mike's, you know, throwing the defense her way, and she's going to have to bring her game up maybe another level in order, you know, it feels like TCPA has a big lead, but it's only a 3-point lead, so this one is still really in the balance.
Yeah, every time it seems like TCPA is going to take it away, and Pennington just keeps clawing their way back.
Right.
And like you said, Matthews, she just has it all right now. She has the handle, the pass, the post game, the shot. She's just showing it all right now. And if she wants to keep her team in it, like you said, she might have to turn it up a little bit more. And I don't know. We'll have to see in the second half, see what that Pennington draws up here.
And who knows, maybe she comes out here, she has a kick out to Augustine, they hit a three-pointer, and we could be tied up just in a matter of seconds. We got a good one going on the WBCB Sports Network. The Pennington School visiting Trenton Catholic Prep, and the Lady Mikes are in front 23-20 at halftime. We'll return with the second half. It's coming your way in just a little bit on the WBCB Sports Network.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to the home of the Lady Mikes, Trenton Catholic Prep, as we get ready for the second half. And from here, the Lady Mikes will take on Burlington Township. That's their next opponent back here at the Iron Palace. They'll take on Holy Cross here as well, and then they hit the road for a trio of tough games. They're going to be at West Hampton Tech. That's the team that they just beat. It was a 7-point difference, and they will rematch with West Hampton Tech on the road, and then they play Rutgers Prep and Delran. That's the next bunch of teams coming up for the Lady Mikes. For the Pennington School, the only two schools I saw on their schedule posted by NJ.com was Hillsborough, and they will visit the Petty School. The Petty School is kind of where Pennington got their season off on the good foot. They had a really good showing in the Petty tournament. And it's Spell who will get the scoring started in the second half here and extend the Lady Mikes lead. They bounce it into Matthews. Matthews double teamed, and Alfred takes it away. Now Spell dribbles in, dribbles back out again, over to Oliphant. Those two play catch. Into the corner, Thompson along the baseline, and then her pass partially deflected. Give Matthews credit for that steal, and here's Izzy Augustine. They get it inside to Hall. Hall just doesn't seem to be able to get her shot off before that defense converges on her. Kick out to Matthews. She was thinking about it. Gets it back, and this time she'll let it go. Comes up short. Spell over midcourt. Drops it into Oliphant. And Oliphant makes it 27-20. And the first 4 points of this third quarter go to the Lady Mikes. A lot of basketball left, but it feels like the Pennington School, they need a response here on this possession. And Hall, as she starts to dribble, gets the benefit of the whistle at Siani Thompson, who's called for the reach-in. So from under the bucket, Rodriguez sends it in. Shot that time from Augustine, a little bit off the mark. Boy, she just have a naturally high arcing shot. That last one also a high arcing shot, a steal. And Matthews up the floor. Finishing is Rodriguez. And a timeout is taken by TCP. Coach Salmon wants to talk it over. It's 27-22 with 5:46 to go, third quarter. Chris Irmer with Gus Barber and Jordan Hirsch Great to have you with us on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery. Proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. And I want to let you know about a game that we're covering. Robbinsville High School taking on Snyder High School. It's going to be at Robbinsville on February the 4th. It's an afternoon game, a 2 o'clock tip-off. And a portion of the proceeds is going to be donated to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for that game. There's also going to be money, fundraising for scholarships and some support for a local family dealing with cancer, an annual basketball showcase, the Capital City Cancer Classic, and we'll be there on February the 4th. Robbinsville taking on Snyder High School. Catch it on WBCBsports.com, and if you can be there, buy a ticket. It goes to support a great cause, and you can catch some outstanding student athletes doing their thing. We get back to it more across to Thompson. Thompson harassed by Matthews, and Morgan Matthews with the steal. Matthews works her way up the floor. She's double teamed, kicks out, three. Whoa, halfway down and rims back out again for Rodriguez. Spell over to Moore. Nice move by the freshman. Off the glass and good. First bucket for Olivia Moore makes it 29-22. Then Matthews, little hesitation dribble, kicks out to Augustine, gets it back from her, drops the shoulders, and a nice move. She uses the window, makes it 29-24. Out to Moore. Moore quickly around the defender, had the advantage and uses it to give the Lady Mikes a 31-24 advantage. They send it into Matthews. Matthews quickly double teams. She passes out of that jam. That was nearly a Lady Mike's steal. Augustine for three. No, but Hall keeps it alive. They send it up top. Rodriguez will give it a try. Long rebound that time, gathered up by Moore. Olivia Moore, though, they converge on her and take it away. Across the floor, King thinks about a three, instead bounces to Rodriguez, who lets it go. No good, and tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Gabby Hall. So off of the sophomore, and it goes back to TCPA. 3:54 left in the third quarter. So they've extended their three-point halftime lead just a touch. And Spell, nice move, nice look, gets it inside to Alford. And the defense just lost the junior guard forward, Maya Alford. She gets two more, makes it 33-24. Rodriguez runs the floor, tries with the left hand, but can't finish. Sanaya Spell the other way, cut off by Rodriguez. Nice bounce down low. Alford, that time finding Madison Powell. Madison Powell, by the way, the sister of Miles Powell, who had an outstanding career at TCA and went on into the NBA.
I think he played for, who was it, Seton Hall? Something like that.
I think he played for the Sixers, right? With, whoops, sorry, Jordan. He had a little run there during some of the pandemic time. He got on the floor a little bit.
Playing in the G League for the Sixers as well. He was an excellent guard. Got some minutes during that COVID year, like you said.
Yeah, now Madison Powell off the bench, getting her first minutes this afternoon.
It was Seton Hall.
Her team up 9 with 3:17 to go, a timeout on the floor. And again, we remind you that today's game made possible by the Italian People's Bakery. Their signature location, 63 Butler Street. Good spot to pick up a hoagie for the big game on Sunday. And they always have great dessert trays. Visit them at 63 Butler Street. Heck, you just drive by and you smell the homemade bread made daily The Italian People's Bakery since 1936, the pride of Chambersburg, serving only the best, not only at 63 Butler Street, but also at the corner of Oxford Valley Road and Woodburn Road in Pennsylvania, and in Morrisville on West Trenton Avenue. The Italian People's Bakery. You help, get your NFC Championship game, some torpedo rolls, a little seeded Italian loaf, a lot of great stuff, and of course the dessert trays and so much more. The Italian People's Bakery. That ball tipped into the backcourt. Pennington School holding on to it. Here's Matthews from the three-point land. That's no good. Looked like the rebound was in the hands of Nwoye, but she gets it taken away, and now a whistle and a foul up the floor. Foul called on Michaela Rodriguez. As we're under the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. Lady Mike's nice ball movement, and there's Powell. She scores to make it 35-24. Largest lead of the day for the Lady Mikes, and they come away with a steal. Who's got it? Powell. Quickly up the floor to Alford, but then Alford has it taken away by Matthews, and Matthews runs the floor. She's fouled by Powell. Yeah, fouled by Powell, and she'll go to the line. So junior Morgan Matthews will get her second chance at the free throw line today. Not only great on the floor, but she's been outstanding at the line so far. Oof. I give her the jinx. She's now 3 for 4.
It's all your fault, Chris.
At the stripe, a 10-point game. 3 from Spell, no. But Powell is there. Offensive rebound and the putback for Madison Powell. Off the bench, she's got 4 quick points and adds to the Lady Mikes' lead. Starting to pull away, and for the Pennington School, they need something to go right at this end of the floor. King bounces to Augustine. She's open for 3, and she's got it.
No lights in the way there.
Izzy Augustine gets it back to a 9-point game. That was big time, and now the Pennington School, they need some stops, and there they get one. Augustine takes it away, up the floor to Rodriguez, but she can't finish. Looks like she had a point-blank opportunity. A missed chance for the Red Hawks. Alford bounces it, and firing away is Aaliyah Smith. That's her first connection this afternoon, and stretches it back out to a 12-point lead.
From downtown.
Now Augustine over to King. They try to send it into Hall. Hall has it poked away. That time, good job by Spell. Timed it perfectly. And Sanaya Spell now with the dribble, under a minute to go, third quarter. Spell has been good in all different categories, but hasn't really filled up the stat sheet when it comes to scoring so far. As Thompson checks back in. Arisi Canoe back to the bench for the Lady Mikes. Alford out to Smith, and she hits another one. Aaliyah Smith with 2 3-pointers makes it 43-28. Hesitation dribble by Matthews, double teaming her all afternoon, and she throws it away. And Smith is fouled with 6.2 remaining in the third quarter. A 3-point game at halftime, but a dominant third quarter for the Lady Mikes, has them up by 15. You look at the records coming into today's game. Pennington School 12-3, TCPA 6-6, but they're really playing their best basketball right now at this point in the season, it seems.
Yeah, Pennington caught TCPA at a bad game, it looks like.
A bad time of the year. Thompson goes halfway down, pops back out at the buzzer, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. It's the Lady Mikes 43 and the Red Hawks of the Pennington School 28. We'll step aside and return to the floor for quarter number 4. It's coming up on the WBCB Sports Network.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Well, a great third quarter for the Lady Mikes, and they got contributions from some scorers who had not been in the books prior to quarter number 3. Aaliyah Smith hit 2 3-pointers. Madison Powell off the bench had a couple of big buckets. She had 4 points in the third quarter. Olivia Moore finally was able to connect, and she had a bucket in quarter number 3, her first points of the afternoon. So you look at that, that's boop, boop, boop. That's 12 points from bench scoring and from other scorers who just hadn't been able to connect yet. As we get back to action, Pennington School into the corner. King for 3, no. Rebounded by Matthews. She goes right back up with it and takes contact, gets the whistle. So a third trip to the line for Morgan Matthews. Yeah, and from what Coach Cook was saying, Matthews just trying to figure out where she wants to go. Recruited to a bunch of different schools. I even saw, he said my alma mater, the Delaware Blue Hens, maybe trying to have Morgan Matthews join their party. Makes it 43-30 at the line. And Sanaya Spell calls out a play. And one thing that, you look at Matthews, not only great skill, but height, length. Nice drive there by Oliphant. Got right up to the cup, but couldn't finish. And here's Matthews in transition. 3 defenders converge on her, and she goes falling to the floor as the whistle blows.
But yeah, you're not wrong. She's got the height, she's got the speed, she can handle the ball, she can shoot. It's like almost a complete package. And if you're a scout for a college team, you're looking at her, you're like, why not have that type of talent on my team?
Well, I thought she was going to head to the line. Looked like she was heading to the bucket, but the foul on the floor.
Yeah, they kept it on the floor.
For the Lady Mikes, that's their 5th team foul in the second half. So still 1 to give as the inbound is deflected, nearly taken away. Rodriguez holds on to it for the Red Hawks. And then a whistle, a foul, reach-in called on Maya Alford. Coach Salmon thought they should have called the tie-up. But instead, Red Hawks inbounding to Augustine. Over to Hakkinen. Hakkinen, she's had some difficulty in there, loses it to Oliphant. And she's got an easy layup just in front of us. Kayla Oliphant now with 10 points. Lady Mikes by 15. Nice cross-court pass. Good look to Augustine. She's open for 3. Rebound high in the air. Looked like Moore had it momentarily, but instead the Red Hawks keep it alive, and then Morgan Matthews, as she makes a move on Spell, is fouled by her, and this time she does step to the stripe.
Well, now she gets a couple opportunities.
6:48 to go, fourth quarter. Yeah, so we were looking at the frequency that these teams have played this season. Seems like the Lady Mikes have a much busier schedule. Even looking at the schedule that they have coming up next, I'm not sure if I'm missing games or if NJ.com just doesn't have the complete Pennington schedule, but Pennington had last played on January 18th, and Lady Mikes played this past Wednesday. That's kind of a long layoff.
Yeah, that
for the
layoff
Pennington
could do
school.
something to you. It could make your tired legs.
Nice job, a nice cut to the bucket by Alford. Misses the shot, but stays with it, and then gets the whistle. And she'll step to the line, 6:35 to go, fourth quarter. And again, we mentioned it earlier, Maya Alford came over from Harry S. Truman High School, where she played last year, transferred into Trenton Catholic Academy, and had to sit out, I think it was a 30-day kind of suspension because you're a transfer. That's part of the transfer rules. Great to have her back out on the floor. 45-32, our score now after Alford's trip to the line. Nice look into Oliphant. Seemed like she had one at point-blank range, couldn't quite finish, and it's knocked away from Matthews. They're tracking her down from behind. Spell bounces into Alford, puts it on the floor once and is knocked out of bounds by the Red Hawks. I mean, that spot on the floor for Alford, why even put the ball, why bounce it, just keep it up high. Melanie Lima off the bench, getting her first minutes for the Lady Mikes. As we're down to under 6 minutes to go, Oliphant around a defender, in the paint, hangs in the air, couldn't finish. Hall up the floor to Rodriguez. Out to Augustine. Up top, Rodriguez around the perimeter. And it's off the hands of King and goes out of bounds. I don't want to speculate. It seemed like King thought that she had it, was thinking about what she was going to do next with it, and hadn't really secured that ball.
Yeah, trying to make the next move before you can secure the first move.
Oliphant around Rodriguez. Tries to go through Rodriguez and King and mishandles it, goes out of bounds. And the Red Hawks send it in to Izzy Augustine. Yeah, this is the first of 3 games on WBCB tonight. We've got Trenton Central in action, boys basketball. That time Lima nearly loses it. Alford picks up the loose ball and scores with the left hand. At the other end, Matthews. They send 2, 3 defenders at her. And then the pass from Augustine is stolen by Alford. She jumped the passing lane. And it's another Lady Mikes steal. Jordan Hirsch, who's behind the camera for us today, was talking about the issues with turnovers, and that's continuing to be an issue in this second half. Lima's shot comes up short, loose on the ground. Augustine, and they'll call a tie-up. And it's the Red Hawks with the arrow. Now 4:30 to go, and Lady Mikes getting their starters back out there on the floor. They send it into Moore. Stops and pops the jumper. That's no good. And a whistle, a push foul And it's a 1-and-1. Olivia Moore picks up the foul and sends King up the floor to the free throw line. Again, later tonight, we've got the Irish. I think that game starts at 7:30. Catch Mike Warren with the call.
Oh, Mr. Mike.
Magic Mike. And King hits the front end, gets the bonus shot, makes it 47-33. Second one off the front of the rim and eventually goes out of bounds. Ready to check in for the Lady Mikes is Ziona Whitfield. Coach Salmon able to go kind of deep in the bench. Here with a 14-point lead. Spell dribbling around up top. Tries to hand it off to Siani Thompson. And I thought that might have been deflected into the backcourt. That's what Coach Salmon is saying, but the officials were right on top of it. And it's a backcourt violation. Turnover goes back to the Red Hawks.
Yeah, you can only complain so much when you're up by that much.
And, you know, it seems like a big lead, but 14, it's still not that big of a difference. And now make it a 12-point game after that athletic bucket by Morgan Matthews. Just kind of threw that one up behind her head. And it's the Lady Mikes by a dozen. Alford with it in the corner, back out to Spell. Spell from way downtown. They're going to say no shot. A blocking foul on the floor, and I guess an illegal screen they're calling was set by Whitfield. Well, that's a bummer just because it takes away a deep three. That was an impressive shot, but it don't count.
Yeah, she shot that from the parking lot.
So score remains 47-35. Shows off her range, but offensive foul called on the Lady Mikes. So nice look inside to Matthews. Can't finish, but she follows up her miss with an offensive rebound and then takes it on the other side of the rim and scores. Then that one is deflected off of Alford, and it's going to stay with the Red Hawks. All of a sudden, 3:11 to go. We got a 10-point game.
Yeah, just like that, Chris.
And the Red Hawks will inbound from underneath their own bucket. They maybe could cut this down to single digits. Bounce it into Augustine. Tries to reverse. Scoop shot layup. No good. And then Spell. A little physical play. Gets it up the floor to Oliphant. Oliphant fouled. Matthews picks it up. Big foul differential, 9 team fouls on the Lady Mikes, just 4 on the Red Hawks. They inbound to Madison Powell. Out to Spell in the near corner. And Oliphant in the paint, runner, a little bit short, but she follows it up. Good job staying with it. That pass is deflected. Goes off of the Pennington school, and it stays with the Lady Mikes. .243 to go. I don't think Moore was expecting that inbound, and then her pass off the mark and out of bounds. She was looking for Powell, but not a good pass. And Red Hawks with another opportunity to cut into this Lady Mikes lead. Nice cut by Rodriguez, has a clear path to the bucket, nearly carries it. But she finishes, makes it an 8-point game. And unfortunately, after that play, she went right into the padding underneath the bucket and is down. There's an injury timeout with 2:31 to go. Now a 47-39 game, and that was Michaela Rodriguez, the senior, had that bucket And she is shaken up. We're going to step aside. We'll return to the floor in just a moment. An injury timeout. Iron Mike's on top of the Red Hawks, 47-39.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor,
Kayla
and I'd like to take
Rodriguez
this
getting a little
opportunity
help
to wish
as
all of our Mercer County student
looked like maybe an
athletes the best of
ankle,
luck, and also
not
urge
putting any
parents to
weight
stay involved
on
in your
her
children's
injury.
school
She's shaken
activities.
up,
Extracurricular
but her
events
bucket
are a
makes it
great way to keep
47 to
your sons
39,
and
2.5
daughters
minutes to
focused.
go.
And it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school
Today's game
band,
brought to you
even
by
the debate
Trenton
team.
Catholic
An involved
Preparatory
student
Academy,
today has a brighter future
TCPA,
tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer
home of the
County
Lady
Prosecutor's
Mikes,
Office, and I hope you enjoy
an affordable
today's game.
Catholic education, outstanding academics. Find out more online, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Long inbound up to Alfred. Alfred, foul. They're going to say no shot. Foul on the floor as King, a good foul there by King. And yeah, I didn't think they were going to put her at the line. Alfred was there expecting some free throws as Moore checks in for Powell. .228 to go. Into Alfred. Alfred out to Spell. Spell for three. No, and King races it up the floor for the Pennington school. Her pass into the corner to Augustine, nearly a little bit too far for her. Augustine gets it back from Matthews. I thought she was going to try the three. Instead, the baseline out to King. Her three is good. Claire King makes it a 5-point game with 2 minutes left. And it's been a while since the Lady Mikes have had some success on the offensive end. Nice job into Oliphant. Spell finds her teammate. And Kayla Oliphant has 12 points, makes it a 7-point game. Down to just over 90 seconds remaining. Augustine with the three-pointer. And it's down to a 4-point game. And a whistle, a foul called. Maya Alfred trying to bring it up the floor, takes some contact, and that's team foul number 6. So the next one will put the Lady Mikes in the bonus. But for right now, still not at the line. And a timeout is taken. I believe that's Coach Cook talking it over with the Red Hawks of the Pennington School. 1:24 remaining. And it looked like at some points this afternoon, Gus, Lady Mikes were going to run away with this thing.
Yeah.
They were up as big as 12, 14 points. They had a 15-point lead at one time. And Jordan, you got to credit the Pennington School with hanging in there and hitting some big threes down this stretch.
Yeah, 13-2 run here in the fourth. Got them back down to 4. Like I said, a couple of big threes. They've been playing much better defense as well. And being able to keep TCPA off the scoreboard.
Yeah, getting a lot of stops. Tonight's game brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school athletics on the WBCB Sports Network. Their signature location, 63 Butler Street. You just drive by and you smell the homemade bread made daily. Love the Italian People's Bakery. Stores also in Pennsylvania at the corner of Woodburn and Oxford Valley Road and on West Trenton Avenue in Morrisville. 1:24 to go. Sanaya Spell with the basketball, gets it in to Thompson. And right back from her. A Spell driving and a reach-in called on Matthews. And that will be a 1-and-1. So it's on the shoulders right now of Sanaya Spell to keep this Red Hawks team at arm's length. And she swishes home the front end. Makes it a 5-point game. Jim goes silent. The shot is up and good. 51-45. Big free throws by Sanaya Spell. And then a whistle, a foul. They foul Augustine. Don't want to do that because now Augustine can step up to the line, and this puts the Red Hawks in the double bonus. So she's looking at 2 free throws with 1:13 to go.
Yeah, and going into the double bonus really could kill you, especially in this moment right now when you only have a couple-point lead and a minute left. This could help Pennington be in the double bonus right now.
On the money from Augustine. After the game, we'll have our Italian People's Bakery player of the game with us. We'll hope to interview one of the Lady Mikes. And Augustine hits them both to get us back to a 4-point game. Into Sanaya Spell. Spell double teamed and eventually fouled. And so another 1-and-1 for Sanaya Spell. Some high pressure free throws. As getting set to check in is Aaliyah Smith, and she will enter for more. With a little more than a minute to go here in this afternoon's game. First free throw, money. Perfect, so she swishes it home, makes it 52-47. Again, the gym goes quiet, and in the biggest moments of the game, Sanaya Spell goes 4 for 4 from the line. That inbound deflected, nearly goes out of bounds, and then it is kicked out by Augustine. No, last off of one of the Lady Mikes, I guess, so Augustine will inbound with 1:06 to go. 6-point game. Matthews, double teamed up top, goes around a defender. In the air, can't finish. It's loose. She gets it back again, tries it again, and can't finish again. And then it's a tie-up underneath, and I believe it's a Pennington School ball. Yeah, they get the arrow with 52.5 remaining. And timeout taken by Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy. with 52.5 on the clock. And they're up 6 here this afternoon, thanks to Trenton Catholic Prep, located on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township, offering an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic Prep for pre-K through 12th, and they're leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education and developing championship sports teams as well. And they're doing it all in first-class facilities. To learn more about Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, check them out online. Their website is trentoncatholicprep.org, trentoncatholicprep.org. Thanks also to the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. They've got the car inventory ready for immediate delivery. All the new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars and SUVs. Hyundai of Trenton, the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer with cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible. We get down to under a minute remaining. Lady Mikes by 6. The Pennington school with the basketball, but looking for somewhere to go with it. Finally, they do bounce it into Matthews. Matthews, just an impossible angle on that shot. She doesn't get it to go, and then fighting for the rebound. It's a whistle and a foul, I believe. I don't know, what did they call down there? Somebody was out of bounds?
Looked like they got a jump ball there.
So Lady Mikes get it, and they throw it up the floor to Maya Alford. Alford fouled from behind. King gave her a little bit of a push just as she was going up with that shot. So Alford to the line for 2. Want to thank also assistant coach Darnell Alford, who had spent a little time with him before the game, just going over how the season is shaping up. And Maya hits at the line to make it 54-47. That time a little off the mark, but you look team-wide, Lady Mikes have been great at the line, especially down the stretch. They get it into Alford, and Alford fouled immediately by Izzy Augustine. Now the Lady Mikes also in the double bonus. So everybody gets 2 free throws from here on out, just 43.9 remaining. Gets the bounce on the second one, gives her 8 points in today's game. Red Hawks quickly up the floor to King. King drops it off to Augustine. She fires away. Long rebound taken by Sanaya Spell. Spell up to Alford. Here's Oliphant. And she'll start to slow things down. Lady Mike's just trying to dribble out the remaining seconds, but they're not going to allow that to happen as King comes over, and a little contact there. Spell back to the line. Spell makes it 56-47. You know, when we came here as part of the education parade, I mentioned it earlier in the game, WBCB on campus, talking about the robotics at TCPA. You know, kind of surprised that the the size of the school. It's a really small school. And Matthews at the other end misses, but then follows that one up with a make. And she cuts it down to a 7-point game. Coach Cook calling a timeout. They're still trying to hang in there. But there's a tradition when it comes to high school basketball at Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, the Iron Mikes, McCorriston High School, and whether it's the boys or the girls, you know, they're coming up. I mean, they're have some momentum. Feels like the program is building back to where they were. I don't know. Everybody points to like pre-COVID and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
and there were also some funding issues with Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, and you know, that ends up maybe changing the dynamics inside the school. But this season feels like it's a school, a program, a boys and a girls basketball team that are improving each game, and each year they get a little bit more energy. We talked about some of the transfers they got from the Bucks County area, Bristol Township and Truman. Oliphant up the floor, and she is fouled. Well, at this point, we got a lot of whistles in this fourth quarter, and this game has slowed significantly. Slowed in part because the Red Hawks made it a game in the fourth quarter. I mean, the third quarter was dominant, 43-28 after 3. I'll tell you, Kayla Oliphant, certainly a candidate for our player of the game. I think that gives her 13 points here this afternoon. Augustine's 3, no. Matthews follows it up. That's no good. And we get the buzzer. The Lady Mikes get the win. 57-49, the final. You got to credit the fight of the Pennington school. They really hung in there, but they fall to 12-4 overall. And the Lady Mikes improve their record this season to 7-6. All right, yeah, I think Kayla Oliphant is going to be our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. The team just ran right into the locker room, so we'll see if we can have her join us in just a little bit. Right now, we'll step aside momentarily and return with more high school basketball coverage on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
I think she led them in scoring. And with us is our player of the game, Kayla Oliphant, had 13 points in the win over the Pennington School. Congratulations on the victory today.
You know, we had to jump on them from the start, and we just kept going from there. Didn't let go to the clock went out. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the team chemistry, how that's been developing through this season.
It's been amazing. We gel quickly. This is our first year together, but we like family, and we just get together.
And under a first-year head coach, tell me what Coach Salmon said to you guys right after this game.
She said we worked hard, we did what we had to do, and we played our best, try to play hard.
Well, congratulations on the win. What do you guys have to do to continue this momentum, to continue to play at your best as a team?
Playing hard, playing team ball, passing the ball, cutting, doing simple things. When we make a mistake, pick each other up, communicate.
Seems like you guys had some good chemistry tonight, and you guys able to find each other. Feels like you guys work well together. Well, congratulations. Continue that good work for your efforts tonight. You're our player of the game. You got a certificate for the Italian People's Bakery. Enjoy a hoagie, and thanks for giving us a little bit of time.
Thank you.
Kayla Oliphant, our player of the game, as the Lady Mikes take care of the Red Hawks of the Pennington School. All right, we thank her, and I think she led all scorers with 13. Oh, hold on a second. Morgan Matthews also had a heck of a second quarter. Yeah, I think Morgan Matthews ended up with 18, so I think she led all scorers. It was Kayla Oliphant leading the Lady Mikes with her 13 points. She was also helped out by Maya Alfred. Alfred wound up with 8. And I don't know, she might have hit one of those free throws that I didn't mark towards the end of the game, which sometimes will happen. So my scoring sheet, take it with a grain of salt. Thanks to our sponsors, Capital Health, the Revere Restaurant, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, the Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, the all-new Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, and the Italian People's Bakery. Big thanks to our crew. They're awesome as always. Great work behind the camera and helping us with the analysis of the game from Jordan Hirsch. And doing some color commentary, and our video engineering was Gus Barber. And we thank you for being with us one final time. Our score from the Iron Palace. It was the Lady Mikes 57 and the Red Hawks of the Pennington School 49. Thanks for listening and watching high school basketball on the WBCB Sports Network.